Thank you, sir. What do you use this for? Write stuff with, right? What are you wearing on your feet? Why do you wear boots? Protect your feet, right? This monitor on the wall, why do we have this monitor here? So we can watch stuff, right? Here's where I'm going with this. If you look around the room, you see a bunch of different things. And when somebody created these things, they created it with a purpose in mind. Now, whether or not you believe you're created by God or you believe you were created by an act of science, the end result's the same. Every single person in this room was created. And everything that's created has a purpose. And the reason that's important to know is because when you understand that there is a purpose for your life, you are more likely to make decisions that take care of that purpose and not throw it away on something foolish. Several years ago, I heard a story about a man named Ali Hafed. Ali lived in India in the 1800s. Ali had a pretty good life. He was married, he had kids, and he provided for his family by working on their great big farm. And one day he's out working on this farm, and the neighborhood priest stops in to visit. And they start talking. And the priest says, "You know what? It's a shame we have to work so hard. If we can make it to Europe, people are finding diamonds everywhere and getting ridiculously rich." Well, Ali thinks about what the priest had told him, and he says, "You know what? He's right. I'm tired of working this hard." He tells his wife, "I'm selling the farm while you and the kids go live with some friends down the street." And that's exactly what he does. He sells the farm and he takes off for Europe. Several months later, he finds himself in Spain. He sits down and he writes his wife a letter. What do you guys think the letter said? It said, "I have looked everywhere. There are no diamonds, and I have lost everything." And in a moment of desperation, in a moment of hopelessness, Ali throws himself into a raging river and he takes his own life. But you see, that's not the end of the story. You see, Ali had sold his farm, right? This man bought Ali's farm, and he goes about working the ground just like he did. And one day he takes his camel down to the stream, and he's letting his camel get a drink of water, and he looks up and he sees this stone in the creek. And he thinks it's kind of cool because it's kind of reflecting the sunlight. He goes over, he picks it up, he takes it inside, and he sets it up on his mantle, and he leaves it there. Until one day, that same neighborhood priest comes by to visit. While they're talking, he looks up at the mantle and he sees that stone and he says, "Hey, where did you get that?" The man said, "I got it in the stream. There's a lot more." The priest looked at him. He said, "You don't know what that is, do you? That's a diamond in the rough. That first diamond was worth $25,000 in the 1800s. It was the discovery of the Golconda diamond mines." And here's the thing. Ali was sitting on it the entire time. Here's what I want you to take away from that story. Number one, why did Ali sell his farm? Because he got tired of working so hard. He got tired of working so hard, so he gave up on it. Well, if you haven't already figured this out, your life is going to have times where it's hard. Every single one of you is going to have hard times in your life. Every single one of you will have dark times in your life. And I'm saying this because I have been here with you guys enough, and because we have an epidemic of young people who decide they don't want to be here anymore, and they take their own life. And out of this many people in this room, I have no doubt that there are people in here whose life has been touched by suicide or they've struggled with it themselves. And so what I want to tell you is this. When you come upon those dark times, when you come upon those challenging times, You got to keep pushing through and get to the other side of them, because what you will find is the greatest blessings in life come after you make it through those difficult challenges. What would have happened if Ali kept on working the farm? What would have happened if he hadn't given up? He would have found everything he was looking for, but he quit. So when you come upon those times, keep moving forward and don't give up. Secondly, this. Ali was sitting on all this opportunity, and he had no idea. Do you realize the opportunity you're surrounded by? All of you are sitting on opportunity. All of you are sitting on purpose. But the question is, do you realize it? Don't squander away those opportunities. Don't squander away your purpose on something that's foolish and unnecessary. So the very first thing I want you to remember is